6 p.m. And today, as I mentioned, we are honored to feature our Department of Computing and Informatics. And our panelists today, as usual, will have faculty voices, alumni voices, and student voices. And without further ado, I want to give the floor to our faculty representative, Dr. Hoger. So thank you for being with us today, and we look forward to hear more from you about what the department is and what study programs you offer.
Well, thank you very much, Steve, for this opportunity. And I think these kind of activities are really important to highlight the essence of programs and the opportunities students can actually have with our department. And I'm really excited to talk about a very dynamic department where not only people change in it, but also curriculum and topics change in different classes we teach, because we are basically IT people, and IT people are in a position to have continuous learning path, if you like, to update themselves with new technologies and new innovations and so on. So before I start the presentation, I would like to welcome you all for this webinar. Please write down any questions you have in mind, anything you would like me to ask to clarify. I'm more than happy to serve you as best as I can. Okay. Well, let me, I have prepared a short presentation, actually, and I would like to share it with you, just to give you a brief outline of what we have. So the Department of Computing and Informatics, this is the department I represent and my students and alumni represent as well. And this is one of the main departments at AUIS. So basically, I will be talking about a couple of facts about the department. I will be talking about the majors and minors we have. I will be talking about the key student competencies we would like to engrave in our students, and I will touch upon the student career prospects after students graduate from our department. Okay, so this lovely picture is basically the faculties at our department. We are basically dedicated to deliver world-class educations in technology. That's very important. And when we talk about world-class education and technology, we actually mean the kind of education where students can use and utilize in any part of the world. So we are a global department, if you like, because we teach global level topics, and we give global level experience and competencies to our students. That's a very important point. So our aim is not just only local, it's beyond local as well. Currently, we are actively offering two majors or bachelors. We're offering information technology bachelors or majors and software engineering. We do have approval for a third major, which is artificial intelligence, but we are currently working on developing the curriculums and building the foundation to make it a fully functioning major as well. So these are the majors. We do have a minor in IT, and we also have just recently developed a minor in applied artificial intelligence. So this is to keep our students and the whole university actually up to date with the latest development in technology, and artificial is basically everywhere nowadays. Well, the curriculums and the bachelor programs are actually provided by a group of faculties which are internationally qualified by a reputable university. That's very important. So every single of our faculties are qualified by different universities around the world. Okay, and our faculties are not only educated in one part of the world, but they have actually traveled from location to location to get their masters and PhDs in different universities and so on. So what we actually offer as faculty is not just the theoretical part of the topics we provide, but we also offer experiences and insights. We bring back different kind of backgrounds, and we all have somehow worked in different kind of industries as well. So it's not just about the academic side, it's also the practical experience that comes with it we offer as well. Well, I'm glad to say that we are a leading department within the UIS in terms of the number of students. So that basically tells the department is very popular, and it has managed to gather and build a very good reputation amongst students. And that has kind of reflected on our student employability. All our students are pretty much employed. Some of them are actually employed before they graduate. So that's how highly they are valued by different organizations locally and internationally. And we have people actually, we have students working abroad, we have students studying abroad as well. We have examples of alumni who actually graduated from a UIS and went on to do masters and so on. In fact, in our faculty team right now, we have Mr. Berzi, who is actually an alumni of UIS, and he's actually working as a faculty. He went on to do his masters in the UK, and now he's joining us. We do have Mr. Shko, who's also another alumni who is now working as an adjunct faculty with us. So that tells you how strong we care about our students, and we would like them to be successful in the future. Okay. Regarding the two majors we offer, the first major, like we said, focuses on IT, information technology, and we kind of follow ACM standards, which is a very reputable organization for technology, and they have lots of different guidelines for curriculum developments and what should be in curriculums, what shouldn't be in curriculums, and so on. So on the right-hand side, you see all the subjects or all the courses which you offer as part of the IT major. And on the left side, you see a graph where the courses indicate where we focus in terms of the field. For example, here, this diagram tells us, according to ACM, majority of IT courses taught should focus on application of technology. So the use of technology, how people can use it, utilize it to solve their daily issues. And also you focus on software development as well. But mainly, IT is to do with the application of latest technologies, innovations, and so on. So that's where we focus on. And you can see from the list of topics, we have foundational topics, we have topics addressing networking, databases, software development, user interface design. So we do care about the front end, the middlewares, the back-end developments of technologies. And more importantly, we want our graduates to be professional. So we have topics like professional ethics and communication to prepare them for the world of professionality, to be able to use their skills and competencies as best as they can. So these are basically what we have in our IT major. I know I don't have a very long time, so I'm trying to go a bit faster than I can. The second major is software engineering. Again, this is the diagram which represents where we focus. And being a software engineering major, it's kind of obvious that we have to focus on software development intensely. So we basically prepare our students from a point where they have no idea where to start in building a software application or a software solution, all the way to build a software solution and test it as well. So through communicating with clients, getting or collecting information from them, identifying problems to solve, requirements to solve the problem, design solutions, implementation, testing, and everything. So basically, all the topics you see here are designed to take you through that journey, to start from scratch and end up with a very good quality product. So that's what we focus on. So engineering is about solving problems. It's not just the technical skills we focus on. I will talk about the soft skills in a minute, which we focus on throughout these different courses we offer our students and participants, right? So in today's world, you cannot actually survive just because you have technical skills or hard skills, right? Soft skills are the kind of skills which are versatile, that can be transformed and adapted to different situations. So all our faculties are aware of this fact, and we work very hard on a number of very important, versatile soft skills. Problem solving is the most important one in our case, because whether you apply IT or you create technology from scratch, you do it to solve problems. So if you don't know how to identify a problem, to focus on the problem, to find alternative solutions, then obviously you will end up with no product. So therefore, problem solving skill is something we focus on, and we would like our students to excel in it. Attention to detail, well, you know, in technology, every single feature and every single part of your solution will have a direct impact on the business problem or the solution you provide. So therefore, attention to detail is important. Communication, because we tend to work with different teams, some technical, some non-technical, some business, some non-business. So we have to have a very good communication skills and be able to convey our concepts and our ideas as best as we can to our clients and between ourselves as developers as well. Well, skill number 4 is what we call lifelong learning. IT or software engineering is not a field where you have to learn something today and you forget about it tomorrow. It's just impossible to do that. So basically, you have to keep updating yourself. You have to do research, following up, read more, and go beyond what you are actually told and know. And everything that comes up newly, you have to focus on as well. Okay, and also we have to focus on teamwork, because software building is not an individual work, or IT solutions is not an individual work, it's a teamwork. We have to make sure we are a good team player as well as a good team contributor. Okay, and eventually, which is really important for the solutions, we have to empathize with our end users. We have to sense and feel their problems, their issues, so we can provide the best solution ever. In fact, our work is user-centered. Everything we do is for the user. If the users are happy, we are happy. If the users are not happy, we are not happy. And you have to start from scratch. So that's what we call the user-centered kind of approach in design. Okay, my final slide is to do with our job prospects. There are 3 distinct directions our students can actually go to. Well, the first one is easy to guess, is to work as an employee in an industry. So you could work as many in many different roles. For example, you could work as a software developer, as a graduate of AUIS, IT project managers, security analysts, system analyst and designer, database analyst, network engineer. There are many different roles and job titles you could actually assign to yourself as a graduate and be able to work in those fields. Our curriculum is designed in such a way that it gives you a breadth of knowledge in every aspect of the IT and software industry. So you could actually find your niche, develop yourself, and focus on the progress. If you are not the kind of individual who would like to work in an office 5 days a week for 8 hours a day, then maybe academia is the direction you need to take. So therefore, again, our qualification is recognized by our local government, the national government, by some organizations, and worldwide, actually, it's accepted. There is no issue and no problem with our qualification. You could actually progress and study masters and PhDs abroad and come back. Like the 2 examples I gave you, we have 2 alumni students who have basically departed the UIS with bachelors and come back with masters, and now they are faculties teaching students like we have now. Well, the third one is very important and quite new to our region, but many students are actually taking this direction now. I have students every day pretty much who come to me with new ideas, who would like to invest as a new business. IT is a very hot topic in our region, and anyone who can establish a business in offering IT services will do very well. So therefore, you could become the next entrepreneur. You could build your own business with the skills and competencies you have gained from our curriculum and our department activities, and you could be the boss of yourself, right? And like me and Asta, for example. But if that's a career path you would like to take, you're more than welcome. And there are actually some help and guidance for you in place. We have, for example, Dr. Heman, who is actually heading the entrepreneurship center at the UIS. We have other people like myself who have actually worked with a couple of businesses before, and we can provide guidance and so on. Okay. And thank you very much for listening to me and keeping you for long, but I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Now the floor back to you, Isti. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hogger. Thank you so much for this extensive presentation and all the details. And as you mentioned, this is a good reminder for the audience that if you do have any questions, please type them in the comment section on Facebook or in the Q&A section here on Zoom. Thank you so much for overviewing the 3 majors that your department offers. I think that was a very detailed presentation in seeing what classes students will take and what the possibilities are after graduation. But instead of just seeing it all, on the slides, we wanted to make sure that our audience can hear it from the actual students who are studying in the program, as well as we also have a chance to hear from the alumni who have finished the program, and then we'll ask them how the degree and the education received have helped them in their path. But first, the spotlight on our senior student. Noor, the floor is yours. If you could introduce yourself, tell which of the 3 programs you have been studying in, why that particular program, how have you even made that choice, and what has the journey been like? Thank you so much for being with us today, and all attention is on you.
All right, thank you so much. Hello, everybody. I'm Noor Safa. I am a senior software engineering student in the IT department at our Computing and Informatics department in AIS. And today I want to talk about my experience as a student in AIS. And I'm going to divide it into 3 parts to make it easy for you. I'm going to go over like the part before joining AIS, and then the experience in AIS, and what are my plans after graduation. So let me start by talking about the experience and how I chose AIS and why did I choose AIS at the first place. So I graduated from high school in 2020, and I had a pretty high average that actually allowed me to study at almost every major in the country at any public university. But the thing that I was looking for was an experience, not only a degree, and also to study something that I'm passionate about and something that I would love to have a career in later on. And IOS was the welcoming environment that kind of hosted my talent and hosted my passion for software engineering. Actually, it was one of the first universities in the region that offered this major, and I was lucky enough to be one of the first cohorts that are graduating. So let me go over the experience in AOIS. I'm going to talk about the experience from an academic perspective and like the life outside academia with the students and the environments and the clubs we have. So I'll start first of all by talking about the academic experience. So as Dr. Hoger has mentioned, all the different classes and majors we offer in AOIS, you can choose your major, and besides studying the major and the classes you are interested in, you would have the option to study a minor and study over some core courses that are not only going to develop your way of thinking, but also going to increase your knowledge and information about different aspects in the major or like in the other majors that you're interested in. For example, I'm having a major in software engineering as well as a minor in business administration, which is something I'm really interested in. So after graduating, I'm planning to utilize the knowledge that I've gained as a software engineer, as well as like the experience and the passion I have for business in addition. Also, I want to talk about the experience outside of academia and AOIS, which are like outside the academic classes, but inside the campus of AOIS, which is the experience you have as a student. And this is actually what makes AOIS really fun and really interesting for you as students to be a student in. So, for example, you have many clubs that you can participate in and enjoy your journey. So, for example, I'm one of the co-founders of the ITSA Club right now. And in that club, we have made a community to gather all the IT nerds and people passionate about tech in general. And we had multiple sessions every semester to introduce different topics and just gather with the faculty and have lunch together, or talk about different technologies that we should all pursue and learn about. We have actually in the IITSA Club, we have offered 2 boot camps so far. So in 2022, we offered a Flutter boot camp, which introduced almost more than 20 students to the basics of Flutter. So since this topic is not really covered in the AOIS curriculum about mobile development, we don't have many classes about it. We had a whole bootcamp separated for students to participate about and learn all these different knowledge. And this year, actually, the ITSA Club also had a collaboration with Harvard University to offer the CS50 course and teach students about the introduction to computer programming and computer science in general. Students are participating, we're having a lot of fun, we're learning together, and we're having this small community as IT and software engineering, and also hopefully the upcoming AI nerds together, so we can discuss and always learn together and grow together. This experience to have your own club or participate in the other clubs, it's so much fun. It gives you perspective, meet new people, see what are their plans, learn from them, and also improve your management skills, maybe if you're running the club yourself. One more thing I want to mention about academia in general, and this is a big point I would like to highlight in AOIS. AOIS actually offers you the opportunity to graduate in a faster pace or a slower pace. So, for example, for me, I'm almost graduating in 6 academic semesters due to me overloading since I joined university and taking some summer and winter courses. And this has been, even though a lot of courses I'm taking every semester, but I'm enjoying every one of them with the amazing professors and instructors we have. And if you're, for example, as Dr. Hoger mentioned earlier, if you're working before you graduate, you can actually maybe take it slowly and in a slower pace so you can manage your work balance and your student life all together. So I think that's almost all about the experience in AOIS. Actually, it has many aspects. I'm here actually to answer any questions you have. I just want to go over quickly about the plans I have after graduation. So being a student in AOS and seeing the help and where our instructors have graduated from and their career path that they have taken, it always inspires you, whether you want to go into a technical field and just work and utilize all the knowledge you have, or maybe go into an academic field. And if you have utilized your time, I would say efficiently in AOS, you'd be really easy for you to pursue your master's after all abroad or inside, or maybe even find the job you want to do and just um, practice the experience that you have gotten in AOS. And to talk more, I guess, after the experience after graduation, I'll give back the floor to our alumni to talk more about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Noor. I mean, I'm truly impressed to hear that you will be graduating in 6 semesters. So that's like kind of a speed space. So you were really like taking the overload each semester and doing the winter courses. Wow, really speedy on the track. And it was very funny to hear you refer to yourselves as the IT nerd. I kind of keep thinking, that it's the others outside of the IT world. Like we are talking about you guys as the nerds. But I was surprised that this is how you refer to yourself. So that's a true fact then, right?
I think it is. It's not only me, it's all the people who would love to gather in 1 hour on a midday on the week on Tuesday night and just talk about a specific technology that is available for us to talk about that we might not cover really in the classroom, but we have the ability to talk about it afterwards.
Amazing. Well, to me, as have been doing these webinars with different departments, I'm so amazed to see students who are so passionate about the program they are in. And I think it's such a luxury to truly be studying what you love, what you are embracing in, because then that's the passion that also will help you in your career field. So it's truly a delight to hear your story. And thank you, Noor, for sharing. And I hope we still will have time to kind of just learn a bit more about what you've done. But I do want to make sure we have enough time for our alumni, right? I mean, so we have 2 ladies with us today. So Snoor, maybe I want to start with you because I think you have graduated a bit earlier, so you have more of the success, more of the career path to talk about. So let's just, please introduce yourself, tell us when you graduated from AOS, what was your major, and what that education has equipped you to do.
Thank you, Aisha. I appreciate it. Yes, I am the older one, and I graduated from AOIS a very long time ago. So I actually studied IT at that time that I graduated. We didn't have these separate majors. So my major was Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. And I'm actually going to start on what Noor talked about. Like he talked about all the environment and how it can help you. But I'm telling you what will be the result of the environment that he mentioned and he described. Because at AUI, as he said, not even the semesters are very flexible. They're also the timing of the classes that you can choose, whether you want to have classes in the morning or in the evening. You can choose that. And that really helped me to start working from the first semester. So I was a Microsoft sales specialist, and I was having my classes until 2, from 2:30 to 7. I was working at a company, at a Microsoft partner. And that was like helpful because of the environment I was in. And another thing that I started at AUIS was Hackathuli, which was the first hackathon organized in AUIS or in Slemani, and I think the second in Kurdistan. When we started that, we had the support of AUIS from the network, from the space, from their communication. So this has helped us to be empowered, to be encouraged to start start our initiatives, start our projects. And this has actually helped me to get interested in entrepreneurship. After I graduated, by the way, I want to also say that I am representing AUIS here and the IT department, but also a woman, which is like there is a very little number of women studying IT At the time when I graduated and in my class, we were only 3 women out of maybe 20, 30 students. So I am really proud of that, that there are many other women now. They are joining the department. And I want to tell everyone that IT is also for women. And after I graduated, of course, there were so many people telling me that IT is not for you. Why did you choose this major? What are you going to do with this degree? So just to prove that, I wanted to be an engineer, an IT engineer. So I joined Assocel Telecommunication as a cloud computing engineer. But then I realized that being very technical is not really for me because I like to interact with people more. I am not I am proud of the IT nerds, but I'm not that IT nerd. So I kind of wanted to change and integrate my IT knowledge to management, to business, to entrepreneurship. So that is how I went to Japan. I studied my MBA in international project management, but I was focusing on IT to digitalize an alumni management system for schools or for programs. That was my project for my MBA. I graduated from my MBA, and actually, I also organized the first hackathon in Kyoto, in Japan, in collaboration with the Japanese government and also Kyoto University. Kyoto University is one of the top ranking universities in Japan, usually in the first or second ranking. And I was also training students, high school students in Japan about soft skills that Dr. Holger talked about. This is actually a good knowledge that I've taken from AUIS that has helped me also to teach these skills in Japan to students, to high school students in Japan and to even university students. And I've been back to Kurdistan for about a year now. And when I came back, I joined. I have been working as a freelance consultant for startups and small businesses on business development, digital transformation, and strategy development. And I just 2 weeks ago, I joined this amazing company that is an e-commerce company based in the US, and I'm working remotely. And I believe like the skills that I've gained, they have really helped me to work for a US-based company. From the culture, from the language we learn, from the system, from the environment that we have been. And yeah, the company is called Pure Platform. And I don't know if anyone has heard of it. I'm working as a technical project manager now. So again, it's a combination of business and IT that I'm working in now. And here I am. And I have a gift for everyone who's attending. I will send you the link of the company. And for anyone who orders from our company, they will get 15% discount until September 1st on your first order. So please download our application and order and get your 15% discount. I'm gonna post it on the chat, and I'll be happy if you have any questions or any comments.
Thank you so much, Snoor, and thank you for the generosity to Pure Platform. It's amazing to have alumni who are coming back and sharing not just about the experience, but also sharing discounts for the businesses they work in. Thank you. I will post the link on our Facebook comments as well, so that for anyone who wants to use the services of the company, as Snoor said, it's 15% discount on the first purchase until September 1. Thank you so much, and it's truly been very interesting to hear about your journey and even how you combined your education from the IT bachelor BA to the MBA and then to the work experience. Again, that's the beauty of AOS education, that it is so broad and it does lay a perfect foundation for whatever a person will go on doing afterwards. Thank you so much. I'm also watching the time carefully, so I do want to make sure we put the spotlight and we give the floor to our other alum. So Heva, thank you so much for being with us. So please share your story and how has AOS helped you in your journey?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I'm Heva, an IT graduate of 2023, let's say not even a year. I'm so happy that I'm here as an AYS alumni. Finishing AYS actually was my very first step of achieving my life goals because it made me to be more self-confident. Before I come to an AYS, I've already got my diploma in computer science, so I've studied 5 years, but AYS was always somewhere in my head. And after that, I was so lucky to get a chance to study at AYS. So I've got only two options to study, either software or IT, because I've already got my diploma in computer. But after I went through the classes, I've chose IT because I found it more interesting. IT at AUYS is a combination of computer science and IT. So I found it very, very interesting because of that point. IT at AUYS is very special because it doesn't only focus on one branch, like maybe networking, web, or designing, or anything else that is considered as main. But also it really prepare you for a job market. I've got many different classes. There's a variety of classes you can get benefit of, like maybe ethics and project management, system analysis. After I graduate from AYS, soon afterwards, like 3 months, I've got a job at one of the great company in the industry, which their field is multimedia service. Now I work as a project manager there. So I use all the tools I've learned from the AYS, like for example, the diagrams I've got from the system analysis class. So I don't want to really repeat everything my friends talked about. But one thing that is very special of AYS life is the clubs. It really gives you many opportunity and also to improve your talents and skills. At AYS, I've joined like 2 clubs, such as Environment Keepers and also the IT clubs. I've participated in like many activities that, again, that was very helpful, and I'm still using the techniques, and also now I'm still aware of their activities. They're very active, and I'm so proud of them. And also robotic class, it was also really helpful for me, especially for my capstone project. And anything I've learned from AUIs, now I can see that I apply them in my job. And also it's prepared me to think of master degree, and I'm planning to hopefully to study master after maybe a year or 2 of working. Well, yeah, I don't want to like keep it very long. That was my very short story.
Thank you so much. And it's nice to hear that you are still planning your academic journey. I guess, with more experience, the need for more knowledge still comes. And so we wish you all the best as you are deciding what to do and what to do, what to study next. And thank you so much to both you and Snor for sharing your experience and kind of giving an example of what opportunities AOS provides after graduation. Because we're approaching the end, I still have a few questions, and I would want to address Dr. Hogger. Maybe if you could talk about the ideal student profile. Who could be an ideal student for your department, right? You offer these 3 majors. So when, if you think about high school students who are trying to debate which major to choose, because that is kind of setting up their life, for the next 20, 30, 40 years, and everybody's eager to make the right choice. So who would be the typical or the right student for the Department of Computing and Informatics?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, I must say I am absolutely proud of you guys. I mean, the stories you told, the way you said it, you know, I cannot be even. I don't know. I feel really, really proud of you and well done on your statements. And you do actually reflect a beautiful image of our department. That must be said. Well, do I really need to talk about ideal students when you have these beautiful students right in front of you who are basically taking different paths in their life, and they have different kind of skills and wishes and directions. But well, basically, an ideal student, if you talk about IT, is someone who is actually looking for new tools and new ways to solve problems, right? And have that mindset who would like to make everyone's life easy. Well, if you want to make everyone's life easy, well, technology is one of the best ways to go about it. And there will be your opportunity to find out different techniques, different theories, backgrounds, and knowledge, skill, competency, whatever you call them, to combine all and provide you the tools needed to apply it and then solve problems. When it comes to software engineering, if you are somebody who is innovative, who would like to think about new ideas and new ways to help humanity and contribute to your community, for example, then software engineering is the major for you. You have to have a very good analytical skills. You need an inquiry mind, basically, to dig deep into different topics. You need to have a very good communication skills, because as IT professionals and software engineers, like we said, you do work with your colleagues or peers, if you like, but at the same time, you have to work with people who don't know anything about technology. So your communication skills does really matter. You need to be able to simplify situations to make everyone understandable about what you are talking about, and also bring everyone on board. You have to have negotiation skills. You need to have technical skills. So there are lots of different skills. Well, when we say you need to have them, that doesn't mean necessarily before you come to a UIS you need to have them. But these are the kind of skills you wish to have and we would like to provide. So if you are the kind of individuals who is eager to explore new ways and new techniques and technologies, or whatever you call them, then I think AUIS is the place for you, because the environment in AUIS, like our students mentioned, is a very dynamic environment that allows you to experience not only the competencies provided through your department, but you could basically taste and pick specific competencies from other departments as well, like the business department and other departments as well. AUIS is the only university in the region that allows you to have minors as well as majors. Okay, and now I think with my electricity being gone, so I hand it back to you, Esther.
Okay, now we need to see why the screen is black, but it's good that we still hear you.
Yeah.
And thank you for that summary. And you're absolutely right that, I mean, the students and the alumni alone today that we have on our webinar, it's a perfect representation of the people that we have here. And it's the transformational journey that becomes for anyone who comes to AUIS. So, Noor, I want to give the last word to you as the senior student. You have the most fresh experience of your study time at AUS. So if you had prospective students asking you, well, why IT at AUS? There are many universities that offer IT programs. We did hear from Dr. Holger the strength of the programs and so forth and the courses. But from your perspective, from that customer perspective, right? Like you've done now 6 semesters at AUS. So what would be your final words to the students who are considering where to study and whether to study IT within AUS? So why AUIS?
So again, one thing we need always to mention about AUIS is like all students or most of the students in AUIS pick their major carefully, and you would find most of the students studying the major they are studying are interested in their major and they are passionate about it. In addition, the experience you're gonna get outside the classroom is really worth it. It's most of the fun you're gonna have during your experience or your academic journey, I would say. Also, academically speaking, you're gonna get to have classes with different instructors with different interests. You're gonna get the technical skills, you're gonna get the analytical skills, you're gonna get the skills to like digest or like recognize a problem and solve it from different instructors. Everyone is specialized in their field and they're giving their best in AUIS. And that's, I think, one of the most important reasons in AUIS, because you're gonna take every class with someone who's really specialized in that class and they're trying to give all the experience they had in the best way possible.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sincerity, for the honesty, and it truly is always a pleasure and a privilege to see how that experience and satisfaction comes through what you guys are sharing. So thank you very much to Noor and to our alumni. Thank you, Dr. Holger, for representing the program and for explaining what the program is all about. Thank you to our audience for being with us this afternoon. Again, I will remind everyone that on Thursday, we are inviting everyone to the University Day, where I'm sure our Department of Computing and Informatics will have probably lots of even hands-on things to see and learn more about the program. I also want to remind that we have 2 webinars left. Tomorrow, our focus is on our English department, and the final department that we will feature on Wednesday will be our social sciences department and law program. So you can find all of the information and all the links about the webinars on our Facebook. Look under the events, or you can watch them live on Facebook when they happen. Thank you, everyone, again. I'm wishing you all a very restful evening and see you, if not online, then on Thursday at AUS. Bye-bye.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.